How do I know a good judo school? I mean, by the school standards or of the affiliation or the training. Hmm. Well, I mean, there was definitely the training and their results, right? So, like, if you want to if you go to a school and like the training's good and all that, and like, if is it a competitive club? Because that's usually the two categories that clubs fall into. So you got competitive club, from my experience, and then you have like more leisure club for fun. So if you want to, there's a lot of good guys who train in leisure clubs. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not. It's just because they're not competitive doesn't mean there's no guys that are really good there that that you could learn a lot from and that could like whoop your butt. Now, with that said, it depends what your goals are, right? So the important thing is you go there, you see for yourself, you start training, you see like what the level is at. You don't really know until you really get into it and start developing skill. But I would suggest trying out more than one club if you can. But if your goal is like competition, then you definitely want a club that produces athletes and gets results. By that I mean winning medals. Winning medals is I know if the guys there are good or not, and then after that, it's a question as well as the ambiance for me. Because when I started, it was I started at a pretty like traditional type of club. So you come in, you got to be on time, which is fine for the most part. But then you gotta, you bow, and you bow again, and you bow again. There's a lot of bowing in and you got to train, and then you got to be serious. So yeah, and you can just like it was very like disciplined, and that was fine. But the problem was like when I get there late because I had to work overtime or something like that, I would get a lot of shit, and I would get like blasted for that. That was kind of annoying, because like I understand if you're a schmuck, like if you're, I don't know, 12 years old and stuff like that, so they want to like keep the whole discipline thing going, but me as like an older guy, like when I started judo I was 36, so I don't need to be disciplined like that. I need like a club that's a little bit more understanding, for adults who like work. So, and also I couldn't film back then either, right? So I couldn't just like set up my tripod and all that. I would get yelled at and no, you gotta focus on your training, blah, blah, blah. So that was kind of like, whatever. So like, while that's okay, like I really enjoy where I'm at now because the atmosphere is super relaxed, like very understanding. You could come late, it's not a problem. You could leave early if you have to, and it's not as formal. Like if you guys see some of my stuff on IG and all, and on my other YouTube channel, like OG Fitness Clips, what you see is that you see me training in shorts, literally, and just put the gi top on and tie my belt. That's it, and some knee pads. You could do that at my club. A lot of clubs never like the other. Okay, so so I went to right now. I'm learning the kata for judo, and so I go to this other club to learn it, and at the same time I found myself a uke there. Uke is like the partner that's gonna do the kata with you and all that. And I came in once and I wore black jujitsu pants and my judo gi. So I got I got roasted for that.